It's Katina again with Cooking with Katina. Today we're going to make a black bean sweet potato chili. Again, cooking from the pantry for the most part. We're going to start with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our pot. Any kind of neutral oil would be all right. Let's get that warmed up. And then we are going to add about 2 cloves of minced garlic, which, as you know, I use the minced garlic in water, so that's about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then we have about 1 medium onion chopped. This is frozen onion, so I'm guessing that that's about 1 medium onion. So we're just gonna let this heat up. We're gonna saute this for about 1 to 2 minutes. If you wanna come over here and look in the pan. That's just gonna heat up. We'll leave it alone for a minute. Again, the black bean sweet potato chili. Like I said, cooking from the pantry. I had all of these things in my pantry. I bought sweet potatoes a couple of weeks ago, and they do keep for a really long time. So, yeah, nothing here that I had to go out and buy. And there are a couple of things that you could leave out if you needed to, but for the most part, I think that you should have everything for this in your pantry. This is also this is a vegetarian chili. It's vegan. It can also be gluten-free, depending on the ingredients that you use, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And these are starting to come up a little bit. You just kind of want to let these go for a minute or two, like I said, until you can smell the garlic. Then you're going to add about 2 small sweet potatoes, peeled and chopped. You want to make sure that you chop them in roughly the same size. It'll just make them cook more evenly. And then this is about 2 small carrots, peeled and sliced. And then this is an optional ingredient. This is about half of a chopped pepper. The recipe says half of a chopped red pepper. When I went to Shelton's yesterday, I picked up the bagged mini peppers. These are not hot, they're just peppers. You buy them in a bag. So that's what I have here. And this is optional. If you don't have peppers, you don't have to put them in. So this we're gonna let go 5 to 6 minutes, just until the onions are softened, and mine are gonna be softened actually before that, because my onions were frozen to start with. So if you're using a fresh onion, you would wanna let this go a little bit longer, 5 to 6 minutes, like I said, until the onions are soft. But you can see this is a really nice color. Very bright and sunny. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add the next ingredients, which is 1 can of black beans, drained and rinsed. 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juice. Don't drain those. I'm going to reduce the heat on this just a little bit. And then we're also going to add, and this is where the gluten-free part comes in, half a cup of water. You could also use half a cup of veggie broth or stock. Some veggie broths and stocks do have gluten in them. So if you want to be sure and you really can't have that, then just use water, or just make sure that you use a gluten-free veggie broth. We got that in there. good stir, and now we're gonna add our spices. We have a tablespoon of chili powder. We have a teaspoon of cumin. You could even do a little bit more than a teaspoon if you like that smoky cumin taste. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit more because I do like the smoky cumin taste. We're gonna do a half a teaspoon or to taste of cayenne pepper. If you really don't like the heat, you could even leave this out a little bit. That would be perfectly all right. We're gonna do a scant half teaspoon. And then a half teaspoon of garlic powder. Just amping that garlic flavor up a little bit. And then we're gonna do about half a teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna do a few cranks here.
A few.
And about a quarter teaspoon of cracked black pepper. Again, I'm just gonna do a few cranks. And give this a good stir. Get everything combined. Check the heat on it. I think we're good. Now I'm going to cover this, let it simmer, stirring it occasionally for about 25 minutes, and we'll come back in 25 minutes and see what we've got. And we're back. This has been simmering about 25 minutes. If you want to take a peek at it.
Look at that.
Smells really good. So I'm gonna dish some up here. And again, this can really be made with any kind of beans. If you don't have black beans, you could do like a Great Northern bean, even a kidney bean. Garbanzo beans in addition to the black beans would be amazing, I think. I'm gonna turn that off and dish some up. This isn't a super brothy chili, it's pretty thick. If you like your chili a little brothier, you can for sure put some more liquid in it, whether it's the broth or water. And you can top this just as you would any of your other favorite chilies, whatever your favorite chili toppings are. I have some shredded cheddar cheese here that I'm gonna try on mine. Let it cool off a little bit too while I'm putting the cheese on. But yeah, some sliced green onion, sour cream, any kind of cheese, cheddar, Monterey Jack, whatever you like. Just remember, if you are adding the cheese and sour cream, it's not vegan anymore, unless you're using vegan products. The sweet potatoes are nice and tender. Get a bite of everything on here. Carrot, some black bean, tomato, sweet potato, some pepper.
A little bit of cheese.
A little bit of cheese. It's so hot. I'm gonna burn my mouth, I know, but it tastes like chili without the meat. Like I said, I added a little extra cumin because I like the smokiness from the cumin. So mine is pretty smoky. The chili powder is really nice and it's not too spicy. I, kind of dialed it down a little bit with the cayenne. But again, if you like it really spicy, go crazy. If you like it super spicy, you could put some jalapenos on it. Top it with some sliced jalapenos, or even when you're putting in your diced tomatoes, you could do diced tomatoes with chilies, like the Rotel brand, if you wanted to do that. So this is going to be great to warm you up the next couple of days when it's snowing again in April. I don't know, crazy times we're living in. But until next time, enjoy some chili, and I'll see you soon. Bye.